If you're about to jumpstart your car or swap out the battery, it's crucial to handle the cables the right way. You need to know which one to take off first and which one goes on last. Get it wrong, and you might cause a short or even hurt yourself. This quick guide breaks down why you always disconnect the negative cable first. We'll also show you how to spot each cable and explain why this step really matters. Identifying battery cables is pretty important. Your car battery terminals are usually marked or color-coded to tell you which is which. If they've got markings, look for a plus sign on the positive terminal and a minus sign on the negative one. Some batteries use colored caps. Red means positive, black means negative. If your setup shows both symbols and colors, well, that's the kind of luck that makes the job twice as easy. Which battery cable should be removed first? Always take the negative cable off first and put it back on last. If you remove the positive cable first and something metal hits the terminal, you could cause a short and see sparks fly. Not good. To stay safe, follow the right steps. You'll need a 10mm socket wrench to loosen the cable bolt. Turn it counterclockwise to loosen it up. Just make sure the wrench doesn't touch both battery terminals at once, or you'll make a live circuit. Once the negative cable's off, set it aside so it doesn't touch the battery or the positive side. That way you avoid any surprise sparks. Why disconnect negative first? If you don't pull the negative cable off first, you could end up causing a short. Say you drop a metal wrench on the positive terminal and it hits bare metal on the car. Bam, you've just made a circuit. That could short the battery or give you one heck of a jolt. That's why the negative always comes off first and goes back on last. While the cables are loose, make sure they don't touch each other or anything metal. Some folks use a plastic zip tie or clip to keep them tucked out of the way. Just be sure they're not making contact with metal parts. When it's time to put the cables back, snip those ties and reconnect. Start with the positive, finish with the negative. Once they're on, give each one a firm wiggle to make sure it's seated right. And don't worry if you see a little spark when that negative goes back. Means the circuit's live again. What happens if you disconnect the positive terminal first? Sure, you can take off the positive terminal first, but it ain't smart. You risk frying your car or even getting a nasty shock. Picture this. You're loosening that cable with a spanner, and it slips, touching bare metal on the car. If the negative cable's still hooked up, you've just made a shortcut for electricity. A live circuit. That can ruin your battery or zap those pricey electronic parts. Always play it safe. Negative off first, and back on last.